Suddenly, she finds her wife's affair with a baseball player, so she disguises as an intern to uncover it. And the reason this couple, who are 8 years apart, ended up together is because of their matchmaking grandpa. Grandpa set a rule: if both families have a boy and a girl, they become in-laws. Faced with this unexpected arrangement, the two young people were truly taken by surprise, feeling utterly at a loss, as if they had been informed at the last minute to attend a wedding. Xiaoming's dad was so furious he smashed his beloved car as a threat. And even more shocking, Bayan's grandpa staged a play to bring them together. Despite their resistance, looking at Grandpa's hopeful eyes, they found themselves walking down the aisle. Even though Bayan acted calm at the wedding, as a 16-year-old art student, he was secretly crushing on the baseball senior. So, before their honeymoon registration, he fled under the pretext of the bathroom, and it was too late when Xiaoming noticed. With the trip booked and nowhere to back out, Xiaoming reluctantly set off on the honeymoon alone. Bayan knew his parents would be heartbroken when he got home, so he ended up crashing at a sauna for the night. To him, this marriage was just a way to humor Grandpa not worth taking seriously. So he quickly found his longtime crush, the cute baseball player, hoping to make a good impression. To leave a good impression, Bayan gently wiped his face with a handkerchief, which instantly caught the cutie's attention. During the brief time together, their hearts slowly drew closer, and Bayan was lost in the dreamy sweetness. So when the cute guy asked if he had a boyfriend, Bayan casually hid the fact that he was married. And just like that, they quickly fell in love. Time flew by, and the honeymoon was over in a flash. When Xiaoming returned, he found Bayan loitering by the door, and his anger surged. He was ready to give Bayan a piece of his mind, but when he saw Bayan's forlorn face, all his anger mysteriously vanished. He instantly sweetly pulled Bayan away, then changed into matching outfits he bought on the trip, casually showing up before the families. When Grandpa asked about their trip, Xiaoming didn't hesitate to cover for Bayan. Had a great time. I thought you'd enjoy it even more. He didn't expect to escape family inquiries, but Grandpa had a plot twist, suddenly suggesting they hurry to have a baby, which left them both speechless. Luckily, the family changed the subject and they both sighed in relief. And just like that, they began their tangled married life. Even though they had their own little home, Bayan was still a high schooler. Xiaoming insisted on sleeping in separate rooms, but life is full of unexpected surprises. Occasionally, Xiaoming would sneak into Bayan's room like a mischievous child, making Bayan uncomfortable and wanting to shove him out. But Xiaoming wasn't just being stubborn, he even suggested sharing a bed, leaving Bayan feeling like he was being harassed. In a panic, Bayan grabbed a pencil for defense, and accidentally, Xiaoming fell right on top of him. Out of instinct, Bayan accidentally jabbed Xiaoming, leaving him bleeding. From then on, Xiaoming toned down his mischief and became notably more gentle and considerate. Even at family gatherings, he'd be drunkenly stumbling, yet still gently carry Bayan back to bed. However, no matter what, Bayan couldn't see him as a husband and still dreamed of impressing his baseball crush. Before school daily, he dresses up, sometimes ditching Xiaoming to secretly date his crush. So, Bayan began to treat the arranged marriage like a childhood game, openly discussing it when his friends asked about his honeymoon. At the class reunion, Xiaoming tried to flaunt his family status, barking orders at Bayan. Bayan bit back his anger and hurried over, thinking he could get the drunk Xiaoming to go home bath. Little did he expect, Xiaoming not only refused to back down, but instead became bolder, showing off shamelessly. Bayan turned pale, realizing Xiaoming was about to spill the beans about his escape plan. Bayan couldn't hold his anger anymore, glaring at Xiaoming. "Why don't you go home?" And everyone was stunned. The awkward gathering quickly wrapped up, and seeing their interaction, the senior sensed their unconventional bond. "What a laugh, man should just cry," he muttered. Facing Xiaoming's challenges, Bayan felt the pressure. At this moment, Bayan perfectly demonstrated the blinded by involvement, joking Xiaoming's freeloading at a neighbor's party. It wasn't until Xiaoming got home that he discovered Bayan had just roasted him again in front of the neighbors. Though the childhood friends couldn't stand each other and would bicker constantly, they never truly held grudges. The next morning, Xiaoming, as usual, offered to drive Bayan to school, but life is full of twists. Because Bayan was dating the popular guy, he got into trouble with a jealous bully who threatened him in a secluded spot. However, Bayon stood his ground. Just when things were getting tense, the popular guy arrived and saved the day. And so, Bayon and the bully had a grudging rivalry, but secrets don't stay hidden for long. That morning, Xiuenming did his usual routine of turning on the TV for a fun show, only to stumble upon a live broadcast of Bayon's school baseball game. As he eagerly watched, the camera panned to reveal Bayon fervently cheering for the pitcher.